The French smile line came in about mid to late 80s and really popular through the 90s. I know, because that's all I did. I believe they're coming back. I love French nails, so I am very excited about this notion. This video is to show you how to use an e-file and create and carve in that perfect French line. Let's get started. French smile lines are hard to create. You have to do it over and over and over to be good at it. But they've created a lot of things with new tools and new techniques to make the French line easier. And today I'm going to show you a few of those tricks. It lies within the drill bit, to be totally honest with you. This drill bit is ultimately my favorite French drill bit. Now you can use these if you don't have this French one, and I'll show you the difference. So if you just stay focused on these particular two drill bits, when you're carving in the French line, you sort of want to carve it, and I'll show you how to do that, and a nice swoop across, creating that French line right out the gate. With this drill bit, you can do it if you don't have this one. And maybe I'll show you that one first, and then I'll show you the advantages of the little one. Okay, this is a carbide bit, and you can see the teeth in it. If you don't have a drill bit and you don't have a drill, one way to do the French smile line is when a person comes in for a fill, you literally have to file it all the way down and start from scratch, or a very, very thin layer. I wouldn't take it all off, just down to a nice thin layer. The reason being is because you cannot take a file and cut in that French line if you're redoing the French line. That's what this video is about, redoing that French line. So that's why you need a drill and a drill bit with a very cut edge. For example, this round top, that's a safety bit. You do not want to use this. It will not make a sharp edge. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to cut that in. So you want to focus on this corner. See that very, very corner? This set of nails are perfect for what I'm trying to do today. So what I want to do is carve in. Now this takes a skill within itself. You're literally carving in where you want your French, the new French line to go. That little skip will happen. It's very unnerving. Oh, you might be able to turn it reverse. That might help when you're going on the other side. Yeah, that'll help that skip. I always thought it was for right-handed and left-handed, but it sure comes in handy for something like this as well. Okay, but you got to switch it back. I've never used that. I've always just used it, but this particular bit is going to jump a little bit. So you literally just carve it around, right? And then you want to take away all the rest of it. And I do file all my white down that's on the end. I get rid of it all down to a thin layer. And when I replace the new white, I put the new white on top of the whole thing. I do not find new white blends into old white, especially gel. Okay, so here is my favorite French bit. See that flare? It's not straight up and down like this one. It's got a flare. It's angled like this. That's super important when you're doing that French curve. You can do it in almost one swoop, depending on the angle that you're using. And I'll show you how to do that. And again, these black nails are really working for us here. Now you really want to be careful because the starting point is right in the corner. And because you got this bit here, you don't want to chop away some of the skin. It's also a very thin point because it's when your product is coming down thinner to the natural nail and the skin. So it's not very thick. It gets thicker across the stress point so you can press a little harder. So when you're pressing, pressure is really hard to show on videos. When you're pressing, you want to be quite gentle. And as you get to the center, you can press a little bit harder. You can dig a little deeper. And then when you go around, you can flow right to the opposite side. So first you can just sort of mark it. You can use this to mark it. See how I'm remarking that line? And this is where you make your crucial decision of what kind of smile line it's going to be. Is it going to be a little bit, just like a little bit of a smile? Or is it going to be super smiling where it's super, super strong, or a very, very deep, almost a V, right? Which I love. You can't do it on all clients, of course, because some clients don't have it. The length or the shape doesn't warrant it. And some clients don't like it, quite frankly. You've got to make it to whatever your client is. Underneath here, this was an old pink nail from when my student, actually, from New Zealand, when I had Serena on to do a video. That's the nail that she made. It's still under there, which is good because that pink is helping us see this even more. So all I do is dig it out. I'm establishing my French line. I'll look at all sorts of angles. It's a little bit kind of wimpy on this side. So I'll just really perfect it at this point, because when I lay my white in, I want it to go against my perfect French line. I'm not really going to fix it after that. I'm going to lay it right in up to the acrylic. It's almost like when we build the reverse French when making the nail. I'm sort of, in the fill, I'm making the reverse French right there. Okay, so I just clean that up. That looks really nice. And then I switch bits. I won't use this bit to carve out the rest. I'll show you. Actually, I'm going to use, I'll use this one. I haven't used this one yet. This drill is nice and quiet too, which is nice when you're talking to your client. And if you've got a desk fan going and the music going and other people in the room working, then you're not yelling at your client, trying to yell all over the stuff that's in the room. Plus, sometimes you might be wearing a mask, right? I always wear a mask when I'm filing. And sometimes it's hard to talk through that as well. Okay, so then I will file off all, let's pretend this is white, or whatever color you Frenched with. Let's pretend I Frenched with this pink. I'll file it all off. Now, I really want to show you this too. Now, this video is about filing, so I'll do another video about applying the product to create that French line for product control and whatnot. But this one is just about filing the French in there. But I will show you what I mean. I file it all down. So look at that sideways view. See that cliff? It's like a step down. That's what I create. And I even go in a little bit deeper if I want. I'll go in and take it all out. And I'll just get rid of all of that. I sometimes will make it quite paper thin. See that? It's almost replacing the whole nail. Yes, you're right. Because if you file away all this prepping for the nail fill in the back part of it, some people call that the back fill, you're almost replacing the entire nail. So why wouldn't you just take off the whole thing? Well, if you don't have a drill and you can do all this stuff, then yes, you do want to take off the whole thing. But there's no point in taking off nail that's not lifted or not discolored or not a problem, right? There's just no point in it. So I will show you that. And sometimes I'll go in and cut this just a little bit deeper because that is the high point, right? That's the stress point. And I'll make that a little bit deeper so I can get the white or whatever color in right in there, and I can make a super crisp line. That's how you make it for a beautiful French nail. Ooh, now I want French nails. I think I'm going to have to do that. Well, check out the pictures. It will show you the difference between the two so you can see up close and personal that real little cliff that we can get in there. So go for the pictures, cameraman. So you would do this procedure for all 10 nails in preparation for filling in with gel or acrylic the French line, no matter whatever color you use. But I gotta tell you, now I'm in the mood for French. But this video was just to show you how to prep for the French smile line. Now I'm gonna have to do a new video for the French. Catch you in the next video. See you soon.